What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to kind of sit down with you guys and kind of talk about some of the photographs of 2018. Before we get into this video though, I do want to let you know I went back and forth to decide if I should do a 2018 kind of like favorites or if I should do a December favorites and kind of keep with the monthly theme we're going to have here. I ultimately decided to go with the 2018, so I hope you guys are okay with that. I just thought it'd be really fun to kind of look at some of my favorite photographs, which 5 stood the test, amongst the entire year. Obviously, I took way more than 5 photographs this year, and a lot of them are my favorites. If you do kind of want to see the top 15 or 20, I did leave a link to the blog post down below, so be sure to check that out, after this video. And I do want to remind everyone, these are my top favorite photographs of 2018. These are my best photographs. These are the most liked photographs. These are the photographs that I like. Some of them stood out to me for, technical reasons. Some were just kind of breakthroughs that I had. So, yeah. Let's dive into them. This first photograph, a lot of you guys may not understand. Technically, it's probably not the best photograph in the world, but visually for me, it just stood out so much. When I went to New York, I had like an overall idea of what the people were like and what the scene was going to be like. And this photograph was like the epitome of that. Only in New York do you see people walk around with like their shirt off, and especially like in November. Only in New York do you see these kind of photographs. It's like the middle of November. This guy's walking around with his shirt over his head. It's just a scene that I don't see too much here in Detroit. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. It's okay to be weird in New York. And the fact that I was able to capture that just made me so happy. The picture itself is a little overexposed. You can kind of see in a way it's kind of a snapshot. I just turned, saw this guy and went for it. But overall, I'm just very happy with it. I think it's one of those photos that can be used as a filler in like a book or a gallery, depending on the context. And yeah, I just like it a lot, man. I just want to continue to go to New York, continue to photograph these odd people in the most respectful way, and just continue to make images like this. So next up is a photograph that a lot of you guys liked. I haven't posted it to Instagram yet, but for those who saw it, people thought it was pretty solid. It stands out to me not because of just like the overall image, but that was just like a really bad day for me. It was a negative day. A lot of things were going wrong, and I had almost talked myself out of taking pictures. But yeah, I went to that area, saw the lady with the birds. It was one of the first shots that I took up that day, and I think it came out pretty good, especially for me kind of just like scrambling. While I took that picture, I was like getting my equipment together. I was like fumbling through my bag. I kind of shot from the hip. I just wanted to at least try and capture the moment as opposed to giving up on it. So that photo to me is like a testament, like never doubt yourself, never give up, stop making excuses. I told myself like no one was gonna be outside that day. It was a really odd time to take street photographs, and yeah, I almost just counted myself out. It ended up being one of my favorite of the year. So that one's always gonna be important to me, just because like looking back on it, I'll be able to see that moment, that occurred. But I'll also just kind of have that reminder that photography is therapy for me. It's something that calms me down. It's something that I enjoy. I'm doing these videos and I do the blog, and sometimes I have a pressure to like post these pictures or go out and take pictures. But if I'm having a bad day, again, that's just going to be a reminder that this can kind of calm the day, kind of, quiet the noise. And yeah, I'll look at this photograph and always think of that. This next image was one of my first with the Tamron 20-75. It's an amazing lens. If you're a Sony user, I highly recommend it. I know it's a zoom lens, but it's lightweight. That 28mm focal length is perfect for street. And yeah, I was just kind of testing this thing out on the streets, and I kind of saw this guy. He had this blue or purple shirt. He was like the only person dressed up amongst like people having fun. It was on a Friday when I took this image. So my mind just told me like this guy's 9 to 5. He's business casual, and he's just not like getting off work or going on lunch and waiting for like the walk signal, and everybody around him is just having a grand time. And I don't know, to me that's like a very 2018 type of thing. Like the idea of 9 to 5 is kind of dying. People are going more entrepreneurial, more gig economy type jobs, and it was just funny to see that. Like the fact that my eye could see that and think of that fast and kind of put that story together makes this one of my favorite images. I'm somebody who's very against 9 to 5. I'm not against anybody who has a 9 to 5, but I obviously hate working for other people and having to like wear a suit and tie if I don't want to. So yeah, just seeing this guy kind of in the environment of everybody having fun and him being more dressed up, it sparked me to do like a Monday series. Essentially what this project is just like a mini project I post on Instagram. Every Monday I post a picture of somebody who looks like frustrated at work, and sometimes I'll throw in like some unfortunate events, and it's pretty much just a play on like Mondays, I hate Mondays. So yeah, this kind of sparked the idea for that. It's definitely one of the least liked photographs on my account, but it just shows growth for me. You know, it shows that I'm starting to see things differently. I'm starting to piece stories together faster. And as I continue to like take photographs and you know, become more experienced, these stories will be better. The fourth photo in this series is probably my favorite of them all. I just love taking pictures of kids. I know that's a very weird thing to say, especially like with these current times, but they're just not photographed enough. If you watch this channel religiously, you'll probably hear me say that a few more times. Yeah, I just don't think like kids are outside. I don't think kids are doing anything. So when I saw this kid kind of like on this big wheel, it just reminded me of like what kids used to be like, what they used to do. And I thought it was just a great overall photograph. I was able to get his mom in there. I was able to kind of capture the entire scene, and it's just a fun image. Like, it just tells a story, I think, and it's a positive one. A lot of my photographs can be, you know, seen as negative. You know, you got the lady giving me the middle finger. You got people looking at me in an odd way. That's how I choose to tell those stories. A lot of those stories don't end like that. They're more than likely positive interactions. But I do like to implement a little bit of positivity, a little bit of fun. And then last but not least is the beach photograph. I took this on my iPhone. I had some pretty bad photographs that day, but this one definitely turned out to be one of my favorite. I'm not saying it's like an iconic shot. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the shot. It's a little underexposed, like the shadows are pretty bad. But it just reminded me of a shot you might see like from Martin Parr. Now, I don't want anybody to attack me. I'm not saying that I'm Martin Parr, but obviously, you know, a lot of us are inspired by his work, and I don't make it to the beach much. So when I was able to, I just tried to, you know, have some Martin Parr vibes. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun creating this one. It just also shows like a lot of bravado, I think. One thing I try to do with this channel is just help people, you know, be confident when they're taking photographs. If I'm able to like take a photograph of this scene and nothing happened, there was no, you know, repercussions, no mini altercations, there was just like a smile and I kind of walked away. And it just shows that you can too. I'm obviously not, you know, telling you guys to like push the limits and go crazy and get yourself in trouble, but you know, we just can't be afraid to take these kind of photographs. And I don't know, this is kind of one of those moments where I was kind of on edge. Like, you probably can tell by the POV, I was a little bit timid. And yeah, when I kind of took that photograph, it just led me to become confident throughout the rest of that series. You know, I was walking up to people were in bathing suits, guys had their shirts off, they weren't always in great shape. And a lot of people can kind of get the vibe that you're making fun of them. And this photograph helped me gain that confidence. And I'm sharing it because I wanted to do the same for you guys. I want you to look at these pictures. I want you to see how close I am. This is with a wide angle lens, so I was super close to these people. And yeah, I think it just wraps up the year. This was a confident year for me. I had a lot of bad things happen, like just in life, but photography wise, it was probably one of the most fun, productive years, and I think I showed a lot of signs of growth. I took way more risks this year, and hopefully these photographs show that. You know, I'm still going to always give you my classic, like somebody's looking at me type style picture, but I do want to grow and dabble in some other things and kind of get some juxtaposition and get some more iconic moments. You know, I love the middle finger photograph, but I want to add to it. I want people to know me for more than just that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was the 2018 favorites. Like always, every month, I'll leave a link for you guys to go purchase these photographs. I do little 5x5 you know, cards. They're really cheap. They're limited to 5 per picture, and they come in hand stamped and signed. So definitely support your boy in that regards. Those links will be down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's kill 2019. Peace.
All them nights I stayed up, trying to get my cake